How to stay calm under pressure. What about when all hell breaks loose? You know, those times when things just aren't going our way. Staying calm in stressful situations, keeping calm and staying cool isn't always that easy to do, is it? As you learn how to stay calm under pressure, you need to also always have peace of mind about your life. When all hell breaks loose, we must just stay ahead of depression and anxiety and stress when working towards staying calm and during stressful situations. Hello, everyone. This is James Nussbaumer, and I am the author of The Master of Everything, a story of mankind in the world of illusion we call life. It's the first book of an ever-developing series, and what I'm going to discuss today about staying calm when all hell breaks loose is taken from this book, and also from my speech at the Transformation Conference in Eureka Springs. But these emotions from a difficult situation certainly do like to control us. And while you're listening to this video, if you hear some background noise, right outside my studio, there's a little tree trimming going on, so please bear with me on that. But let's talk about difficult situations. The Course in Miracles states, "Your peace lies in its limitlessness. Limit the peace you share, and yourself must be unknown to you." Keeping calm and staying cool certainly helps overcome the wrong-minded negative effects that only harm our ability to employ a much brighter power of choice when in a difficult situation. In a previous video and also blog articles, I told you about being indicted by a grand jury in the early 2000s and going to prison for 8 long hellish years over a foolish securities violation. And that's where my book series was born. Believe it or not, every word in this book was written while I was in that often volatile and violent den of the cell block. But when facing a difficult situation, I also talked about the poetic parallel which I noticed with feeling trapped in life and the self-imprisonment that most of us at times put ourselves through. And this story really brings back some ugly memories of things that were turmoil that was going on in my mind. But it starts like this. My lawyer had called and left a message on my answering machine to inform me that a warrant had been issued for my arrest for the securities violation. He suggested that I show cooperation and turn myself in at the county jail. Well, I muttered to myself, what does he know? What the hell does he know? I was angry about the whole mess and didn't understand why he hadn't, by now, worked out some sort of a deal with authorities for me repaying the money that I had poorly invested and where people lost. How to stay calm under pressure at this point was not on my mind. I just could not keep calm and stay cool while analyzing why in the hell felony charges were necessary. But my own hopelessness of this difficult situation told me I was doomed, told me I was finished. Let's talk about finding inner peace. I could have easily turned myself in that day, but I needed a few extra days alone just to gather myself, take care of some unfinished business and around the house and in my own business and personal affairs, and figure out just how to stay calm under pressure and just figure out how I was going to deal with all of this. Well, after all, bail had not yet been set, and it was very unlikely that I would be able to come up with any sort of bail because I just didn't have the necessary funds. I was just about flat broke, and I envisioned myself my immediate future, I envisioned being housed in the county jail while I was awaiting for a trial. I was preparing my mind for the inevitable and for the worst and thinking about how to stay calm under pressure. I stayed away from the house as much as I could because I was never knowing when a police squad car would show up to take me away. One thing I realized for certain is that forcing yourself to keep calm under pressure, forcing yourself to keep calm and stay cool certainly does deplete you if you're forcing it. It is something that we must train ourselves to do naturally, or we just get stuck and depressed over things that are not in our control. One evening, as I was driving through the country, as I often like to do, taking in dusk over farmlands, going nowhere, it did help me, though, to keep calm and stay cool. I decided to check in on God. Naturally, staying calm in stressful situations is very critical for us. It certainly is. But I headed to my hometown of Massillon, Ohio, to stop in at St. Barbara's Catholic Church. I wanted to just I wanted to just sit for a while where I could find memories and reminisce of my childhood school days. The church and school had been there for many years, and even before my time. In fact, my father went to the same school. I found that the church was locked up for the night, kind of disappointing. But I was not really disappointed, and not really being that disappointed, I poked a little bit of fun of it by telling myself that God must have closed shop for the day. And so this bit of humor, as I chuckled a little bit inside of myself, helped me and showed me how to stay calm under pressure. I got back in the Toyota Camry I was driving at the time, and I pushed in the Billy Joel Innocent Man CD. I've always been a huge fan of Billy Joel, and I headed back onto more country roads. I'd call it the Scenic Route. I thought to myself as I sang along to the song on that CD called Keeping the Faith, I thought a lot about things, and I decided I was going to pick up a pizza and just head for home, regardless of any warrant for my arrest. And I was looking for a brighter sky, I guess we could say. And I also told myself, after all, why am I hiding? One thing for sure about life in this world is that it will at times give us reasons why we need to learn how to stay calm under pressure. Wouldn't you agree? Let's talk about the power of choice. The Course in Miracles further teaches us only you can deprive yourself of anything. Do not oppose this realization, for it is truly the beginning of the dawn of light. That's taken from A Course in Miracles. It seems for me, though, and for others, it seems that we're often in a difficult situation where we try to force ourselves into poor decisions and poor choices that only hold us back from getting through tough times. Well, with that being said, when you can naturally keep calm and stay cool, you will more often than not stay on top of a difficult situation. In fact, learning to stay calm under pressure will most likely get you through when all hell breaks loose. Hey everyone, if you've enjoyed this video, please click and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to subscribe to my Everyday Miracles Mastermind newsletter, you can find the link to learning more about that at the blog version of this video, which is at the link in the description box down below of this YouTube video. Well, if you're watching this video and you're already at my blog site, that's at my website, then you'll see plenty of opportunity to find out more about the Everyday Miracles Mastermind newsletter. And in this newsletter, what we do, it's where you, the reader, and I, the author, we bring our minds together for self-success and for a better world. And now I hope that you're deciding to live in this world by staying calm under pressure. And I hope you're thinking a lot about your own life and all the natural gifts that you have, that the world wants to see, that the world would like for you to extend. I wish the best for you, and God bless.